Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to be thinking about who might win in a head-to-head battle between a WhiteSpike from the movie The Tomorrow War and a Predator from the Predator movies. So I actually got the idea for this video from a comment on my WhiteSpikes Explain video, and I thought it sounded like a pretty interesting matchup. So in the blue corner we have the WhiteSpikes. From what we were shown in the Tomorrow War movie, we understand them to be an apparent alien bioweapon created to wipe out entire populations of planets, possibly for their creators to then move in and either colonise or strip mine for resources. They are white in colour, about 2 meters tall, and are hexapods with 4 legs for locomotion, and they also have 2 smaller praying-mantis-like front arms. For weaponry, they have 2 tentacles which fire boney spiked projectiles for long-range offensive capability, and they have sharp teeth and can strike with their limbs for melee attacks. And for defence, they have very tough armour on their dorsal area and on top of their head, which can deflect pistol and machine gun bullets. They are very strong, agile and fast, and have membranes they can open to glide with, and are really good swimmers too. They are animalistic in behaviour, but are highly intelligent, being able to communicate with one another and issue orders on the battlefield. There are males, which make up the bulk of the numbers, acting as the drones and soldiers similar to hive insects, but with both roles combined together. The males serve the females, which act as the queens and are larger than their male counterparts and are around twice as big and even more lethal. They will rush their opponents relentlessly, with the males especially having little sense of self-preservation. They'll just throw themselves at their enemies and completely destroy them with overwhelming force. And in the red corner we have the Predator, also known by the name Yautja. They are a fully sentient and self-aware, highly intelligent humanoid alien species. Standing over 7 feet tall, they are much stronger than humans and can lift one up off the ground effortlessly with one hand. There are numerous skin colours, races and subspecies, but the most commonly seen is the type with a yellowish beige skin colour, like the jungle hunter predator. They are pretty similar to humans in body structure and the layout of their extremities, apart from their head and face, which are a different shape and have mandibles for their mouth parts and long tendril-like appendages almost resembling dreadlocks for hair. Some depictions have shown these to be simply hair for warmth like ours, and others have shown them to be organs with blood flowing through them, serving some unknown purpose. For what they lack in natural weaponry, like a large mouth or claws, they make up for in advanced technology and are capable of interstellar travel. They have many different types of weaponry, the deadliest probably being their plasma casters, a shoulder-mounted cannon which fires charged plasma bolts which can burn through pretty much anything organic, but can be stopped or at least mitigated by armour. Other weapons they have are another ranged weapon called a smart disc, which they can throw like a boomerang and will slice through almost anything. The combi stick, a telescopic spear weapon, a net gun, which fires a razor wire net, which will wind itself in, cutting through whatever's caught in it, spear guns, whips, and wrist blades, a pair of very sharp blades mounted on a wrist gauntlet for close quarters fights, or can be shot out as a last resort. And for defence, they are seen to wear armour plating, but are rarely fully covered, so it's possible that they are either very confident in their abilities, or maybe they purposely do this so they can be known as being better at hunting. They could brag that they killed some really big scary creature with little in the way of protection or equipment to aid them. They also possess stealth cloaking technology, rendering them almost invisible in the visible light spectrum. They hunt other dangerous creatures for sport and will travel across space to seek out and hunt the most advanced and deadly species they can find to put their own skill to the test, and will collect their skulls for trophies. Although very dangerous, they follow a strict code of honour and will not kill anything that does not pose a threat to them. They'll only attack something else if they see them as being worthy of defeating, which does make sense. Say, if you could fight and kill any animal on Earth, so you could either have, say, the head of a chipmunk on your wall or the head of a great white shark on your wall, which one would you say was more impressive? So we'll make this one-on-one fight between a single WhiteSpike and a single predator. For fairness, we'll make the WhiteSpike a male as it's closer in size to the Yautja. There are a few variables to this fight, with the predators having their technology and man-made weapons, so to speak. So first, we'll say the first battle is a male WhiteSpike against an unarmed predator, no equipment, just his bare hands and wearing either none or minimal armour. While the Yautja are really strong and skilled hand-to-hand combatants, I'd probably have to give this one to the WhiteSpike. We've seen in the Tomorrow War that they are also really strong too, able to easily flip a Humvee over, which I'm not sure a Predator could do, or at least not like that. The WhiteSpikes are also way faster and agile, running on all fours, so one could easily outflank and outmaneuver a Predator. And probably the deciding factor is that the WhiteSpikes have their ranged attack as a part of their body, so they could keep their distance and pepper the Predator with their projectiles, which would cause pain and bleeding and slow the Predator down. Then it could move in and finish him off. Unless the WhiteSpike gets right up close within arm's reach of the Predator, I don't really think in this instance a Predator would really fare that much better than an unarmed human would, to be honest. So the first round goes to the WhiteSpike. And for the second scenario, we're going to give the Predator the best fighting chance, with all weapons, armour and equipment one would usually have when hunting something like a WhiteSpike: plasma caster, smart disc and wrist blades, etc. So I reckon the WhiteSpike would charge in, and knowing the Predator has weaponry, will do its best to avoid the plasma caster blasts, also angling itself to use its dorsal armour, which may or may not protect against plasma caster shots, maybe landing some spike shots, but the Predator's armour will, I think, deflect the majority of them. And I think the Predator would get some ranged hits in too, or if they can't hit it with a plasma caster or spear gun, their homing smart disc certainly will, cutting through one or more of the WhiteSpike's legs and tentacles and ending the fight before the WhiteSpike could get within striking distance for a melee attack. Also, the Predator could use its cloaking technology and get the jump on the WhiteSpike and take it by surprise. Or say the Predator caught the WhiteSpike in a net gunshot, it'd be over pretty quickly. So I'd say with the Predator fully equipped, this fight would go to the Predator hands down. And I think if we change the male WhiteSpike to a female, we'd probably get the same result. And for the last scenario, we're gonna again put up a male WhiteSpike against a Predator with only melee weapons, but no ranged weapons, so no plasma caster, smart disc, net gun or spear gun. Just wrist blades, a razor whip and a combi stick, also again wearing normal armour. So the first thing I think the WhiteSpike would try is to shoot its projectiles at the Yautja, but it'll likely shrug off or deflect most of them with its armour again. I think once they both get in close to one another, it would be a pretty close match. Both are strong, both have sharp weapons. The WhiteSpike has its teeth and can hit with its arms, the Predator with its blades and combi stick. I think in most instances this one could go either way depending on who managed to land a good blow first. But if you pressed me, I'd probably just give the edge to the Predator, as close up we have seen humans defeat WhiteSpikes with both tools and weapons. Like I think didn't a guy kill one with a saw, I think? And if you get close, a gun will damage their face and underside. While I think we've only ever seen that once with the Predator in Predator 2, and that was with its own weapon. I think with a combo stick, the Predator would probably be able to block most melee attacks from the WhiteSpike and counter with a blow or a stab with it into one of the WhiteSpike's weak spots. But if you change the male WhiteSpike out for a female, I think it would be harder for the Predator, maybe work out about 50-50. So I think this was a good matchup and pretty interesting to think about. Overall, I think the two combatants were pretty evenly matched overall. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel and enable notifications if you're interested in catching future videos from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.